on in the time in my life when I was ready, and that feeling was there, and it's been very cool so far.
So how did you ask Desiree
How did
you ask Desiree to be your?
Well, you know, you asked earlier about what's the most romantic thing you've done, and I don't think you can try to be romantic. I think all you can do is try to make her happy. And I knew she liked Paris a lot, and we had a chance to go.
Oh man!
We had a chance to go during Christmas about two years ago, and it was New Year's Eve. So, make a long story short, it ended up being at the foot of the Eiffel Tower on New Year's Eve.
Oh man! So what did you do? Wait a minute, did you bring the Eiffel Tower to the wedding here?
Well, no, that's the wedding cake, actually. Yeah, that's a 6-foot-high replica of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
because of where we got engaged.
Isn't that wonderful? What a great story. And I understand you have some good news to tell us.
Do I have some good news? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got that little baby inside. Yeah.
That is so good.
Got the baby baking the baby.
The baby bacon. Now, do you rub mommy's tummy and talk to the baby and do ABCs?
Man, I'm telling you. I kid you not, man. She'll walk by and it's amazing. You can give me a whole other thing, but watching her whole body change, Rolonda, it's a trip. So she'll walk by and say, just let me get a rub in there real quick.
Oh,
I tell you, it's my first. It's our first. Yeah. So everything's new.
You know, that's interesting what you brought up. What do guys go through when they're watching their babies grow and they're thinking about becoming a father? And that talk about choices.
You know, I'm telling you, I know one thing, everything changes. She's 5 months pregnant, so it's very new. So I'm sure there'll be even more drastic changes. But right now, perspective and priorities, everything's changing right now.
Yeah.
There was a time when I didn't care a lot about politics, and now with the elections coming up, I'm watching everything.
That's right.
That's going to affect,
getting that college education fund together and everything else. Believe me. Well, other stars in the movie include Vivica Fox and Jada Pinkett and also Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah, by the way, is taping her television series Living Single in Los Angeles today, and she wanted to be here, but she couldn't be here. But I talked to her recently about her role in Set It Off and the tremendous risks that she may be taking in her own career.
This is a role I felt I could show my stuff. I could really get into this. It's not like Queen Latifah. It's not like Khadijah. It's not like Dana. It's Cleo. It's Cleo. And she is her own entity. And I can make her that and move away and just show people an acting skill.
It took a lot of courage to do this movie. A lot of people are going to say, oh, Queen Latifah has ruined her career playing a lesbian on the movie screen.
I don't think so.
So?
No.
Are we ready for that?
You better be ready because it's coming. You know, and I don't really care whether they're ready or not. I took the risk of saying, you're going to be ready. I'm going to convince you by the time this film is over that this is what I should have done and that nobody could do it better than me. And so hopefully that's what I'll have shown them. You know, I'm sure it's going to be a shock initially to see me kiss a girl. You know, it was a shock for me reading that I had to do it. You know, but I'm an actor. And how can I be respected as an actor if I'm making every decision based upon what the public thinks? For me to be ashamed of gay people would be for me to be ashamed of people in my family. And I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to be homophobic just because other people can't grow up and get over it. You know, and just be more tolerant. Because we were the gay people, black people, at one point. We were the ones that were not accepted just because of our color. So I'm not going to, like, become like that. I won't regress. I'm only moving forward.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, it took a lot of guts to do what she did there.
A lot of guts. Now, you know, there are a lot of people who are going to comment on the fact that she does play lesbian and she kisses another woman in the film. And it was a risk for her to do that. But once people get beyond that, when you see her performance in this film, she's going to blow a lot of people away.
She was strong, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She's a great actress. She really is. Wow. Boy. Yeah. Huh. Well, what did Jada Pinkett say about her co-star Vivica Fox, especially when she was kissing her real-life husband, Will Independence Day Smith? Well, we talked with them about that. I want to know what your wife has to say about you doing all that kissing, too. Don't go away. We'll be right back in just a minute.
So where are we going to eat?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe you could show me someplace in your hood.
In my hood?
Your hood, yes.
Oh, no, you ain't trying to flow like that.
I might be trying to flow like that.
You're probably from Harvard and all.
As a matter of fact, I am. I still got to eat.
4 times as many juveniles killed in a 10-year period. You know, we may be talking about the movie Set It Off and talking to some of the stars of the new movie, but I've got to tell you that art does imitate life a lot of times, and we're going to be talking to some young people who are really facing set-it-off situations where they have some tough decisions to make, and we hope they're going to make the right decisions. Before we talk to them, we also spoke with Jada Pinkett, who is a star in this movie. We all remember Jada Pinkett as Eddie Murphy's love interest in the hit summer movie, The Nutty Professor. She's the real-life love interest of Will Smith, and now she's stealing Blair Underwood's heart in Set It Off. I sat down with Jada recently and talked with her about her role, her life choices, her girlfriends, and her man. I always wonder, when you actors and actresses do all those love scenes, does Will get jealous?
Yeah.
Will said, Blair, don't be kissing my wife too tight.
You know what I mean? A little. You know, it gets him a little bit, but he knows that it's just, he's been there, so he knows what it's like.
And wait a minute, Independence Day.
Didn't want
Vivica was kissing your husband.
Right. So I said, look, don't go there with me, okay? Don't even
get just
try
a little bit jealous. Nah, that's
no.
just acting. Y'all in Hollywood.
Yeah, you know, plus I know Ben. I'm like, girl.
One of the things I enjoyed most about this movie was seeing 4 black women being good friends. I would think that was refreshing for you. What did that mean to you?
It meant a lot to me because you don't see that often, and that was my main attraction to the script. Was like, wow, okay, now you can see the bond that black women really do share together, you know, and to see that, you know, we are there as a unit to support one another.
What does friendship mean to you? What do your friends mean to you?
My friends mean a great deal. They mean more to me now than ever. I mean, I guess as you get older, you start to really realize the need for people in your life, especially your sister friends. So
I call them good girlfriends, sister women.
Right.
You know?
That's
Who you
right.
gonna call? My girlfriend?
That's right.
The question that we often ask is, does art imitate life? So many times it does, and we're talking about choices and the consequences of the choices we sometimes make in life, which we clearly see and Set It Off. Sometimes desperate times do call for desperate actions, and in the movie Set It Off, the women paid very high prices for the decisions that they made to go out and rob banks because they were so frustrated. Well, I want you to meet some real girls who have made some life-threatening decisions but did survive to tell the stories today. My next guest joined a gang when they were 10 years old. They're twins. They ran away from home when they were 12. They bought a gun when they were 13. I'd like you to welcome 16-year-old twins LaTracy and Latifah Bizzell. Their mother is also joining us, Jacqueline. They are all the way here from Little Rock, Arkansas. So this doesn't happen just in the big city. You know, you sit here and you look at these 2 beautiful 15-year-old twins, and I can't believe you were packing a pistol, joining gangs. How did all that happen? How do you get in a situation where you make those types of choices? LaTracy?
Well, it was basically like peer pressure or whatever. Everybody else was doing it, so you didn't want to be left out.
Was there ever a sense of frustration that you had, that you were angry with things? And Blair, I want you to help me, because we're going to be your big brother and sister today and try to help. Because there are other teenagers who had a situation where you could easily make choices that could ruin the rest of your life.
Yeah, a lot of times you get frustrated with your lifestyle or whatever, but you made that for yourself. You can't do nothing about it. But try to change, but it's hard to try to change with everybody expecting you to do the same thing.
Expecting you to make the same poor decisions every single time. What has that done to you inside when you know that you're not doing it? I know that when you were not even 15 yet and had bought a gun, didn't y'all get in trouble and spend some time in jail, didn't you?
Yeah, a couple of times.
A couple of times. For what?
Like aggravated assault, fleeing, theft of property, criminal trespassing, a lot of stuff.
How does it happen that you get involved in all that?
Just like we ran away from home and out there in the streets, getting into trouble.
Jacqueline, I'm going to ask you, Ma, how does this, I know that you were saying before